The time is now 5 o'clock and we'll call the administrative portion of our agenda to order. We ask that you please silence your cell phone if you haven't already done so. Also, you may pick up a copy of the agenda at the back of the room as well. First order of business will be a Disabilities Awareness Month proclamation by our mayor, Mayor Ward.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. All right, I'm going to read the proclamation first, and after I read it, I would like for the representative from Spectrum Care, David Adams, and anybody else that want to come up for a photo op after I read it. Okay. Whereas Spectrum Care Health System Incorporated and David Adams School are involved in advocating for a program that promotes positive systemic changes and allow persons with developmental disability to achieve optimal independence, as well as promoting innovative programs and practices that improve quality of life for these individuals. And whereas Spectrum Care Health System Incorporated and David Adams School encourage all citizens to actively participate in events that appropriately recognize and celebrate Ozark diverse populations, including persons with developmental disabilities. And whereas Developmental Disability Awareness Month in Ozark, Alabama has been established to promote awareness and understanding of the opportunities, challenges, and needs of persons with developmental disabilities. And whereas Spectrum Care Health System Incorporated has served 4,269 individuals in Dale County through personalized care plan, skill development, and community integrated services to improve quality of life. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Charles R. Ward, Mayor of the City of Ozark, Alabama, do hereby proclaim March 2026 as Developmental Disability Awareness Month in Ozark, Alabama. I call upon the citizens, government agencies, public and private institutions, businesses, and schools in the City of Ozark to recommit our community to increasing awareness, support, and understanding of developmental disability. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand to cause the great seal of the City of Ozark, Alabama, be affixed this 3rd day of March, 2026.
I was just going to say that just appreciate everybody that has always supported our individuals. And I know that Susie and I were talking earlier, so Adams School was established in 1971, and for years we did our own case management, and at one time the state came in and said, you can't do that anymore for your individuals. So we went into a partnership with Spectrum Care, and it was during the COVID year. So it was about March of 2020 when when the world changed, and they were doing meetings over the phone and all this stuff. But it's been a beautiful partnership, and it's been great. We've been able to bring new individuals into our agency with their help, and the common goal is for all of them to have the best services that they can have. And so it's been, for us, it's been great when we were very concerned about us losing that service, but it's actually been, it's been a great thing for us to work with them.
And I'll just echo what Hannah says. It was a scary time in a lot of ways. We didn't know what would happen to the individuals that we served in different ways through our day have programs, but we really found a way to to make this partnership work. We couldn't ask for better partners than Vivian B, and we look forward to watching their numbers grow and our numbers grow, because that means that the individuals we serve are getting the care that they need.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, we want to thank Adams School and also State Care for what they do for the community. Thank you. Next, we will review our agenda. After the prayer and pledge of allegiance, we'll review the minutes from the regular council meeting held on February 17, 2026. Council, are there any comments concerning the minutes from the regular council meeting held on February 17th? All right, thank you. Next item will be to set the agenda. Council, any concerns or additions concerning setting the agenda? Thank you. Next item will be a second reading application 050 retail beer off-premise only and 070 retail table wine off-premises only. Applicant 5LP Ozark Incorporated, trade name Stop and Go Store A, 1464 Will Logan Road, Ozark 36360. Owners Ruben Patel, 3107 Windway, Opelika, Alabama. Chief Brian, would you like to come? Is he here? Oh, okay.
On behalf of the police department, we got no objection moving forward to the second reading.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Council, any questions concerning regarding this application? Thank you. Yeah. Next would be to approve an update to the grant writer job description. Mayor Warren.
Y'all had approved it before, but it was some verbiage that I needed to correct in it, to add to it, including the pay range. So I'm bringing it back to y'all to vote to approve those adjustments.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Council, any concerns regarding an update to the grant writer job description? Okay, thank you. Next item will be a resolution to confirm tax levy for FY 2027. Mr. Clerk?
Yep. All right, so we started doing this last year. We got contacted by the Dale County Revenue Commissioner's Office to incorporate what our tax levy for the upcoming fiscal year would be. We don't have any plans on changing that, and we have to submit this to him before June 1st.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Council, any concerns regarding confirming this tax levy? Thank you. Next item will be to approve an update to the employee handbook. Ms. Heather, would you like to come forward?
Yes, sir. All we want to do in the handbook is amend a section that's already in there, 8.4.3. What we run into is we've had a couple of employees that have refused to sign a disciplinary or counseling statement. What we want to do is take out refusal and say that it needs to be signed. Not that you agree with it, but that you acknowledge that you received it. Okay?
Thank you, Ms.
Yes,
Heather.
sir. Thank you.
Council, any concerns regarding this update to our employee handbook?
So just approving that the council was done at hand.
Correct.
That's what the
That's what it
signature
says. If you read it, that it says that they will both be required to sign the record as acknowledgement or receipt of said record only.
And when you
We
say-
had changed that wording in there. If you look at the amended, it did not say that before. It just said that if they refuse to sign it, it could result in further discipline. So what we've done is we've said, you're not agreeing with this, you're just agreeing that you received the record. And then if you refuse, then obviously other actions will be taken. Okay?
Thank you, Ms.
All right,
Heather.
thank you.
Any other comments or concerns regarding this update to the employee count? Okay, thank you. Next will be to review and consider a resolution request for tax abatement. Ms. Holly?
Yes. Good evening. So as you know, Vanderbilt and Anvil have continued to grow, adding jobs and investment really annually since they came here in 2019. And so their latest expansion project includes their purchasing the parcel beside them that ODEC currently owns and some new equipment for a total of $2,370,000. Of course, the minimum for an expansion project to qualify for an abatement is $2 million, so they have exceeded that. And so we are just asking for your approval to help continue the growth and encourage that for one of our best growing industries, and also to set an example for future industries that may be looking to come to Ozark, that we are business friendly and willing to assist them.
Thank you. Council, any comments, questions, or concerns regarding this resolution request for tax abatement for motor vehicle?
How many of their employees actually live in Ozark?
Not a lot of them, but they still come to Ozark daily, and they're buying our gas and eating at our restaurants. And so, you know, hopefully over time, as they continue to grow, more and more of those will be local.
That's a worldwide company. They sell all over the world with the parts
Right.
that they manufacture there.
I can confirm that they do be local when they used to be at one guy. All the time.
The total number of employees would be in what range?
Right now, they're just over 100. So again, they're planning on a minimum of 15 more over the next 3 years. But, and again, we don't know, they may end up adding more equipment and doing more expansions within that 3-year period. That's just right now what their estimate is.
And just for knowledge purposes, what is the acreage that they would be purchasing from ODEC?
It's about 9 acres.
9 acres, okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
My only, it's just comment is, I'm glad to see this because I know that ODEC, one of the things that they do try to strive to show is that they not only try to bring businesses in, but also support existing businesses.
Right.
So
As I've said many times
to
before,
us is a good
yeah,
thing.
it's much more devastating to lose a flourishing business than it is exciting to gain. I mean, we think it's exciting to get a shiny new business, and it is, but more important to hold on to what we have, to take care of
We
them.
want to help them work.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My next question is for Chris. Can you tell us where we are on sales tax and our budget and everything?
Sure. Matter of fact, that's one of the things that we're going to bring up this evening is Charles and I sat down. We started off the year very slow as far as our sales tax collections. We've been behind ever since. We did get the sales tax numbers for last month came in yesterday. We met our monthly budget number by $1,018. That's it. That's not enough to cover the deficiency that we currently have. Based on projections, if we average what we've averaged for the first few months, we'll be about $125,000 short on the yearly sales tax number. So we are running behind. And just to let y'all know, go ahead, we did ask the department heads to come up with at least 3% of their budget to possibly, put in place in order for a cut. Now, we can't do that, obviously, without, bringing it before the city council for y'all's approval. But every department head has been in touch with us and provided, some form of, reduction in their budget in order, to overcome that deficit that we might be expecting. So, I said, not put in place yet, but it's, something that we, have to get on everybody's mind that we, might come up short.
Can I ask what the 3%, what the dollar number for 3% across the world would be?
Don't know right off the top of my head. It's 3% of the entire budget, 18 something. But yeah, so it was divided up based on each department's, budget for the year. And so every department was a little bit different. Obviously, police, fire, they're the largest budgets. They have a, much larger amount than, say, airports, which has a, smaller budget. So like I said, it was just, put in place, have it, everybody did what we asked. And then we just had to move forward with it, said, we're hoping that, you know, maybe we'll see an upkeep, so everybody get out and buy Ozark, shop Ozark, shop Ozark, shop Ozark, you know, so they can, you know, try and keep that budget.
Maybe we have a boost sale with gas, since we got scared of it. Well, some prices are going up.
Well, gas is a little bit different than the sales tax. Gas tax, actually, Ryan's not here tonight, but he's at home sick, but gas tax is holding pretty steady, so we're good there, but the sales tax is, you know, is what we're struggling with right now, so.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Any other comments concerning this? Okay, thank you, Council. The next and last item would be to enter into executive session to discuss good name and character. I asked our city attorney if enter into executive session to discuss good name and character is a justifiable for valid reason.
The discussion of a person's good name and character is a stated reason that you would go into executive session. In other words, you would really be prohibited from doing that in open session, so you would have to go into executive session.
Thank you, Attorney Adam. That concludes our agenda for this evening. At this time, I would ask you, are there any comments from any department head concerning any agenda item that we just went over? Any comments from any department head concerning any of the agenda items? There being none. Next, are there any comments from the floor concerning any agenda item? Come on, state your name for the record.
Bob Harry.
Yes, sir.
A number of years ago, as a small business owner in Ozark, I spoke to a prior chief of police and asked him, what are the rules in Alabama reference to public bathrooms in a public building? And I was told that, yes, you must provide a public bathroom if your business is open to the public. Yes, in fact, you can have a sign that says no public bathrooms, but if somebody asks, you have to provide them the public bathroom. In early December, I bought a house out here off of Alex Circle that needs massive repair. There are no facilities in that house. Well, the only place out there that you could get something to drink or also go to the bathroom if you don't have one is one little store. The store here tonight that you're looking to provide off-premise liquor license to. Well, in early December, there's a big sign on the door says, cannot use bathroom, not usable. Well, in January, that sign is still there. In February, that sign is still there. And in March, that sign is still there. So I asked, when are you going to get the bathroom fixed? Oh, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you don't buy anything, we don't want you to use our bathroom. If that's Mr. Patel's attitude, I don't see why the city of Ozark should give him the privilege of doing anything about his license.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards. Council, any comments? Any other comments from the floor concerning any agenda items? Any comments from the floor concerning any agenda items? Next, are there any public comments, questions, or requests concerning subjects not on the agenda? Any comments, questions, requests, Attorney Allen?
The recognition of Adams School and Spectre Care tonight is a wonderful partnership. For those who are not familiar with Adams School or with Spectre Care, please put that on your list of things to visit. It is a crown jewel here in the city of Ozark. Adams School is. As Hannah said, it was established in 1971. The legislature has been reluctant to fund a lot of the projects. Representative Steve Klaus has been an angel for the school for many, many years. And right now, it's receiving many new persons with intellectual disabilities. And I've been on the board out there for 40 years. And I'm going to invite all of you, that if you feel blue, if you feel depressed at any point in your life, get in your car, go to Adams School and spend about 2 hours, and you will receive a real blessing. You're welcome to come.
Thank you, Attorney Adams. And that's well said. I've visited the school, and it is very touching to see the individuals out there with intellectual disabilities. And the school is something this community can be proud of. I think they serve about 7 counties, 6 or 7 counties in where I read. So they do a tremendous job out there. Any other comments, questions, or requests concerning any subject not on the agenda?
How are you, sir?
Good to see you
again. No, I was meeting with the mayor the other day and talking about Senator Brett's office. I'm Melanie Hill with Senator Brett's office, and I represent, field representative for 13 counties, and Dale County's definitely in there. And I too say yay for Adams. My husband's Walter Hill, who's the director of our United Way, and he loves to go to Adams. You're right, the depression will lift if you go out there. But I just wanted to come and say hello to you guys. I try to do this for all of the towns in my counties sometime during the year. And the mayor invited me, to do this tonight. And just to kind of give you just a little bit of an update from Senator Brett's office, you all know that she's from Wiregrass, and she wears that proudly, and she says it often in places where nobody ever heard of the Wiregrass. And so she is proud to be from here. But just a couple of things from a accomplishment perspective last year. The first thing was the Lake and Riley Act, which has been really, really good. Some of you probably have heard the name Lake and Riley. She was the young lady killed by an immigrant in Georgia. And so there's an act now that just, if someone has been convicted of a crime, and and this gentleman had, there's just some, and it depends on what kind of crime it is too. Now, it's not just anything, but it allows them to be kept behind bars instead of out, and so that hopefully does not happen again. Another landmark piece of legislation was working families tax cuts, and so that affects all of us. A huge thing that you worked hard on was updating the child care tax credits. So you all should see this year for 2025 whenever you file your taxes. A couple of things about that bill that she carried and of course passed. It was a permanent increase for the first time since 1986. You know who's president in 1986? Ronald Reagan. Some of y'all were not even born. But since 1986, parents can now set aside up to $7,500 for their children for child care. That's a 50% increase. Also permanently updated the child independent care tax credit, which in other words, you're going to get more for the children in your household per child that you can claim as a tax credit this year and going forward. And that had not been done in over 2 decades. And then finally, employer-provided child care tax credit is the first major upgrade in over 25 years where employers can help cover child care for their employees if they choose to. And they're going to get incentives and they're going to get tax cuts. And so that was huge. And then the final thing from a perspective of doing things for everybody, but definitely for Alabama, she was very instrumental, as was Senator Tuberville, in getting permanently relocated the U.S. Space Command headquarters to the Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville. Y'all, that will result in literally thousands of jobs. It will touch our whole state. And then I wanted to tell you just a little bit about, from an appropriations perspective, some people call it congressionally directed spending, some people call it pork, some people call it earmarks, but it's all the same thing. And the one thing that you need to know about that, sometimes you'll see a senator or House representative member, and this is totally up to them, that they will go into their role in that seat and they refuse to accept that money. That's fine with them. Yeah, it's fine. But it is a law
that in our federal law, that around 1-ish%, don't quote me on that, please, Michelle, but around that has to go for this type of spending to help states with different projects. So Senator Brett has been instrumental in bringing over $200 million back to the state for just this year. I mean, well, they'll get the money this year, but for 2025 when they apply. And so we are very proud of that. Just about all of my counties applied and will receive money this year for different projects, from agriculture projects, for criminal justice, law enforcement, health services. There's just several different things. One of the things that you need to know is that she is a huge fan of Fort Rucker. I mean, a huge fan. She grew up 5 miles outside the gate, and so she gets it. She went to school with all these people and was exposed to that all of her life. She got $28 million for this year for Fort Rucker. The first year she went in the office, she got close to $60 million. And I don't know if y'all know this, but they are responsible in our area for over $9 billion of revenue and helping keep things going. And I know Ozark loves them like I live in Dothan, like Dothan does, like Enterprise does, because we're kind of the anchoring cities. And so she will always, always be a huge proponent of Fort Rucker, and they know that out there. Some of the $28 million that she got this year will go for a lot of the fields where the helicopters take on and off, and some of the equipment needs updating, and so all that money is going to go for things that will help keep them here in the long run. We always want Fort Rucker to be here. So thank y'all for letting me come, and if we can do anything for y'all with Senator Britt's office, let us know. For the audience, we do congressional inquiries. If you're having a problem, let me just give you an example. If you filed for your taxes and it's been a long time and you haven't heard anything, then don't call me if it's only been 2 weeks, okay? But if it's a while and you haven't gotten any response from the IRS, we can do a congressional inquiry for any federal agency that you're having trouble with. Okay, and so Charles knows how to get in touch with me, and so we welcome you. We're here to serve you guys, and we have a caseworker that's all she does is things like that. And so again, thank you, and thank y'all. We want to be a great partner with Ozark.
Thank you, Ms. Hill. Thank Senator Britt for all that she does for
Thank you, guys. Yes, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay. Any other public comments, questions, or requests concerning any subject not on the agenda? Any non-agenda item? If not, we will go to the mayor for his comment.
Okay, thank you, sir. First, Ms. Hill, again, thank you. Thank Senator Britt for allowing you to come and share with us. And thank you for y'all support for Ozark, and I hope we can continue to get your support. First thing I just kind of want to speak on, we talk, questions come up about the budgets and all, and what I want to kind of brag on the department heads. The department heads have been really great, controlling their spendings and keeping it where we need to be. It's just a little bump in the road with the budgets. I'm not screaming the sky's falling. I think we'll be fine. I'm confident that we're going to be fine. But the department head is doing a good job, and I just want to recognize them for what they're doing to help maintain these budgets. So we're looking forward to everything, that ship getting righted as we move forward. But they right what they told y'all, spend some money in those. I want everybody here to stop and buy a drink or somewhere or buy some gas when you leave here, and that will help. But thank everybody for what they're doing. Just some public service announcements. March the 7th and 8th of this week, Dale County Sheriff Department's having a rodeo down at the Egg Place at off of 123 here in Ozark. Let's turn out and support them. The gates open at 5 o'clock, and the rodeo started after that 6 or 7 o'clock, but the gates open at 5. March the 11th, I will be having at the Chamber of Commerce on Broad Street at the Holman House, coffee and conversation. I'm going to talk a little bit about my first few months in office and give you as a citizen to ask me questions about things. So I hope everybody can come out. If you're planning on coming, call the chamber office or Rosemary at the chamber For y'all don't know the numbers, 774-9321, and let them know you're coming, because they like to get a head count on how many folks is gonna be there. Also, the Disabled American Veterans, the DAV chapter here in Ozark, is selling Boston Butts, rib and plate sale. You need to let them know by March the 17th if you want to purchase that, so contact somebody with the DAV. And I'll go ahead and mention it's still quite a ways away, but April the 5th, the Crawdad Music Festival is coming up, our annual festival. But again, I want to thank everybody, thank the crowd we got tonight. Thank y'all for being interested in what's going on in the community. And so I hope we can continue to have a big crowd like this. But thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilwoman Cummings.
I do want to thank everyone for being here tonight. I just wanted to mention that this week is Read Across America Week, and I brought the book I used to like to read to my son. It's called S is for Sooner, because we are from Oklahoma originally. They also have one called Y is for Yellowhammer. It's in the Alabama alphabet book. But Read Across America Week is about promoting literacy for kids. And I used to love to read as a kid. I read so many books as a kid. I probably read 3 or 4 books a month. But books can take kids anywhere. So I would encourage everyone, just read to your children, encourage them to read. I wish I could get my child to read more, but I can't. The mayor already mentioned the sheriff's rodeo coming up on Friday and Saturday. And then the Red Arts Center will have their members show starting on March the 15th. Their opening reception will be from 3 to 5 on March the 15th. But that is all I have.
Councilwoman Cemetery.
Yes. I just want to thank everyone that came out to see Sister Act at the Flower Center this past weekend. I went on Saturday and that place was full and I saw a lot of familiar faces. So congrats to all of those students from Ozark City Schools and Dale County. Were you one of the track club or anything?
I was going to track.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it. I mean, he's a sport guy. So that's all for me.
Thank you, Councilwoman Rose.
Yes, I got to attend the first track meet that Carroll High has hosted, I think since 1994, somebody told me. And they had 7 other teams beside Carroll there. And it's so much different events going on at the same time, and it's really, really cool. And they're actually having they're hosting another track meet this Saturday afternoon over at Matthews Stadium. And our facilities there, I mean, it's like second to none. I mean, come out and watch these athletes perform out there is very, very impressive. I know the 100-meter race, Caden Cole, our running back on the football team, he had probably like a 25-foot lead over the closest sprinter coming behind him, but I was really impressed with Caden and that. Also, I want to talk about the Lunch and Learn at ODEC that you all kind of helped put on. I was able to go to the one just recently where they had the Canva, where the lady teach you how to build graphics and stuff like that with Canva. And that's just a neat program y'all do. Put on that. So it's open to everybody to come. Different subjects each time. But very, very good job. Y'all did a wonderful job with that on. That's it.
Councilman Carrier.
Mission Worthy on April 11th is going to host a neurodiversity resource fair and celebration. Starts from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Eastgate Park in Ozark. There will be a petting zoo, balloon artists, face painting, food, games, and action-packed demos and more. I believe they walked in here today. Also, I'm pretty sure everybody can see what's going on around the world. Let's just stay attentive. Let's be aware. Let's be cautious around our surroundings. I'm pretty sure we all have some sort of loved one or had someone in the military. So let's just be, just careful, just attentive to what's going on. I know sometimes we get busy with what's going on in our own world and tend to forget about others. And just have that in the back of your head, but that's all I have.
Thank you. And the only thing I have is they're having also Dale County Resource Fair at Perry Ridge on this Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And if anyone wants the 800 contact number prior to it, just see me on the break. So with there being, okay, our city clerk has one.
I do. So if you want a true blessing, be at Ozark Baptist Church tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the African Children's Choir. It is absolutely amazing. These kids have come and they perform, and you can tell their whole heart is in it when they're up there performing. And I will tell you, you better get there early because seating is going to fill up in a hurry. So if you want a blessing, tomorrow night.
What time?
7 o'clock.
Thank you.
Like I said, get there early.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, we will recess for 3 minutes, at which time we'll begin the voting portion of our council meeting. Thank you. At this time, we will call our council meeting to order. We'll have the prayer by Councilwoman Cemetery and the pledge of allegiance from our nation.
Let us pray. Lord, we thank you for our many blessings, and in this time of turmoil all around the world, we ask for your continued blessing over our citizens, safety for all of our city employees, and that you stay on the hearts and minds of all of our council members as we conduct the business of the city. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Attention, salute, play.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Thank you, Mayor. First item will be the minutes from the regular council meeting held on February the 17th, 2026. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I make a motion that we accept the minutes from the regular council meeting that was held on February 17th, 2026.
We have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular council meeting held on February the 17th. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we approve the minutes of the regular council meeting held on February the 17th. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by the sign aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. Next item would be to set the agenda. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I make a motion that we set the agenda.
We have a motion to set the agenda as presented. Do I have a second?
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded that we set the agenda as presented. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by the sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Next item will be a second reading application 050 retail beer off premise only and 070 retail table wine off premises only. Applicant 5LP Ozark Incorporated, trade name Stop and Go Store A, 1464 Willow Road, Ozark. Owner Julaven Patel, 3107 Windway, Opelika, Alabama. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the second reading application for retail beer off premises only, retail table wine off premises only for applicant 5LB Ozark Inc.
We have a motion to approve this second reading application 050 retail beer, and also retail table wine, both off premises only. Do I have a second?
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded that we approve this second reading application. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by the sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Next item would be to approve the update to the grant writer job description. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I make a motion that we approve the update to the grant writer job description, including the adjustment with the pay rate.
We have a motion to approve an update to the grant writer job description. pertaining to the pay raise. Do I have a second?
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded that we approve this update to the grant writer job description. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion passed unanimously. Next item would be a resolution to confirm tax levy for FY 2027. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I introduce a resolution to confirm the tax levy for FY 2027 and move for its approval.
We have a motion to introduce this resolution to confirm tax levy for FY 27. Do I have a second?
Second.
Then moved and properly seconded that we confirm this tax levy for FY 27. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion passed unanimously. Next item will be to approve an update to the employee handbook. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, make a motion to approve the update to the employee handbook and move for its adoption.
We have a motion to approve an update to the employee handbook. Do I have a second?
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded that we approve this employee handbook update. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Next item would be to review and consider a resolution request for tax abatement. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I make a motion that we review and consider a resolution request for tax abatement for motor bill.
We have a motion to review and consider this resolution request for tax abatement for motor bill. Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded that we approve this resolution request for tax abatement. Any discussion?
I have just a quick comment on that.
Councilwoman Constance.
I do support economic development and appreciate the jobs that the bill has brought to Ozark. However, the city has already invested significantly through prior abatements and through the donation of their building. Incentives are meant to be strategic, and there is a point where companies should be able to operate without ongoing public subsidies. We are at a time where we have communicated to our department heads that revenues are flat and they are being asked to make reductions to their budgets. And I believe that we must apply a consistent standard of fiscal discipline. And for that reason, I unfortunately cannot support this additional tax abatement at this time.
Thank you, Councilwoman Constance. Any other discussion?
I'll just say, while I do appreciate your view, for this specific company, they bring high-paying jobs to our area. And I think, as one of the things that I was saying to Ms. Smith when she said, when she brought up everything earlier, part of what we do is we do attempt and try to support the businesses that are actually here. So in this, because even though we are abating these taxes, it will be far less than losing them altogether when we fought to win them. So that's, I do see your point. But that's just one of the things that I will say in support of this abatement, is that I would wager the abatement versus losing the company altogether. And we do it for other people. I mean, we're, citizens, we just did an incentive for citizens to build more housing and things like that. So we're trying to keep things here. And so this is just another step in that same direction, in my view.
Thank you, Councilwoman Summerton. Any other discussion?
And just the products that they sell brings in revenue to our city. I mean, so we got to keep them going.
Thank you, Councilman Rock. Any other discussion?
I highly respect your opinion, though. That's what,
It doesn't mean there's-
we're meant to be that with us being in this seat. That's good.
And just for knowledgeable purposes, the taxes that we are abating would not affect any educational portion. Non-educational taxes are affected here. That's just food for thought. Want to take a roll call vote?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll ask for the vote, or call for the vote. Councilwoman Cummings,
Mind we, that
all in, right, thank you. Councilwoman Simotet,
I vote yea.
Councilwoman Peralta,
Yay.
Councilwoman Carrier,
Yay.
okay, and I vote yea. Motion carried. Next item will be to enter into executive session. I ask for a motion to enter into executive session. Okay, all in favor, let me know by the sign.
Yeah.
We got.
You said it.
Yeah, you got it.
sorry.
You got to say, and we carried it. You carried it, right? Okay, now, I'll entertain a motion to enter into executive session.
I make a motion that we go into executive session.
We have a motion to enter into executive session. Do I have a second?
Second.
Then moved and properly seconded that we're entering into executive session. All in favor, let it be known by sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. We will be entering into executive session, and though I cannot give you a time, we will not be conducting any business after the executive session. So we will be adjourning. Okay. Include the mayor, city attorney, city clerk, and the personnel office. And so I'll entertain a motion to that effect. Amended motion.
So I make a motion to go into executive. I amend the motion to go into executive session, including Heather, Ozzy, the mayor, Chris,
and Joe Adams.
Judge, the attorney, the city attorney, and the personnel room.
We have an amended motion to include mayor.
And the council.
You seconded it, so you need to confirm that.
Yeah, we have a, then move the properly seconded that we amend the motion to include our mayor, city attorney, city clerk, personnel officer, and I. Any discussion? No. All in favor, let it be known by sign aye. All opposed, motion carried. At this time, I entertain a motion to come out of the executive session.
Make a motion to come out of the executive session.
We have a motion to come out of the executive session. We have a second.
I second that.
Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by the sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. At this time, are there any further comments from the mayor or any council members? Good.
Good.
Any council?
I'm good.
I'll be careful well.
Okay. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
Have a second. All in favor, let it be known by the sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. We are adjourned.
I need for all city